Welcome to Cody in the Cinema. Today I'm discussing my reaction to the December titles that were announced from the Criterion collection. We got 4 really good ones and one I didn't expect at all. So we got a 4K 8.5, the great movie about making movies from Fellini, a truly dreamy, imaginative piece of work from that director. And I have a DVD copy of it. I have a copy of it that comes in the big Fellini box. But I'm excited for someone who has never seen this movie to see it in that kind of presentation. I believe it's an important piece of film history. It has that great dream sequence at the beginning, and I'm just so glad that that piece of movie-making history is in the collection. And someone, somewhere, this is going to be their first Fellini movie. They're going to be hooked, and they're about to have a great experience with movies, just watching all of his stuff. If you're a Scorsese fan and you haven't seen a Fellini pick, you need to do that ASAP. Something else I was excited for, and I was kind of expecting this, but once I actually saw it, like on my screen, I told myself, okay, I'm not going to upgrade. Paris, Texas. Not going to upgrade it. I already have a Blu-ray. It's Wim Wenders' best film, sure. You know, Perfect Days is like a perfect movie. Wings of Desire is the best movie from the year I was born. Alice in the Cities is great. Like, yeah, I'm not going to upgrade it. That's what I keep telling myself. But I have a feeling every single Criterion collector who collects like the 4K upgrades is going to do that. Folks, if you have not seen Paris, Texas, this is one of the most emotionally powerful, stunning movies ever made. Paris, Texas is regularly in like my top 10 or 20 favorite movies. For it to get 4K from such a great director, who, by the way, Wenders is a huge admirer of Yasujiro Ozu, who's my favorite director. Like, just all around good vibes. Watch that film, even if you have to get the Blu-ray. So I'm very excited for the 4K of that. And I did not expect No Country for Old Men to be in the collection. Like, not at all. That was not on my radar of movies. And I suspect that of all of what's being released this month or even this year, that's going to be the big seller. The cover art is fantastic on this one. No Country for Old Men is a great film, don't get me wrong. It doesn't personally resonate with me as much as movies like that sometimes do. But I am looking forward to seeing it again. It does have one of those all-time great movie villains. And I think it's just such a good choice for them. I think in a world of increasingly great labels that we have out there, this is something that they kind of needed, and it's going to draw a lot of positive attention to the collection, especially in terms of more modern movies. So I think that's an excellent selection. Now, the one of these 4 that I'm most excited for is Eastern Condors. I had not heard of this movie. Sammo Hung stars and directs in this movie, and my martial arts history and like movie knowledge is very limited, but I have seen the 4 Ip Man movies with Donnie Yen, and the best of those, in my opinion, was the second one because of Sammo Hung, who fought an excellent fight against Donnie Yen over like this big table. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. I loved that character. I think he's the best character in that franchise. And reading about this film, it has to do with Vietnam. It kind of sounds like it might have one of those Expendables sort of plots. I'm incredibly excited to grab that movie, and I'm excited for what it means in the collection, because a lot of people who are used to watching a lot of Criterion movies like me, we have a comfort zone sometimes of movies that we'll watch. And I think that the collection has been doing a good job lately of pushing us beyond our comfort zone. And so I'm very happy that that's going to enter the collection. So for those of you that have seen more of that actor or more martial arts or that kind of movie in general, let me know if I should be looking more into that in movies that actually are already in the collection. The closest thing I have to ownership of that is Lady Snowblood. But I'm really looking forward to that film. I'm going to pick it up. Like I said, I shouldn't upgrade Paris, Texas, but I know I'm going to. You know, it's like you can't have a movie that good and not upgrade it. That movie is so good. Like there's a mirror scene in that movie that it just tears your heart into little pieces, little tiny pieces, like on the floor. Rarely this excited for a movie, and I'm so glad it has 4K. Anyway, rambling, can't help it. Great movie. What do you think? Are you excited for this month's releases for December? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the content, go ahead and give this a like for me if you wouldn't mind. And we'll see you next time on Cody in the Cinema.